Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. The kind of lawsuit that full of evidence, admissions, documents.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have always been untouchable. From blockbuster films to luxury brand endorsements, they were at the top of the industry, adored by fans and respected by Hollywood insiders. But in a shocking turn of events, a massive $400 million lawsuit may have just ended their reign. And it all started with a single film. It Ends With Us. What was supposed to be a groundbreaking adaptation of a beloved novel has spiraled into a career-destroying scandal, complete with legal warfare, PR sabotage, leaked court evidence, and one of the biggest betrayals Hollywood has ever seen. The fallout? Justin Baldoni, the film's director and co-producer, has just won a major court battle against Lively, and the ruling could mean the end of her career, and possibly Ryan Reynolds' as well. But what really happened behind the scenes? Was Lively truly the victim of a toxic production, as she claims? Or was this a power move gone wrong, with her and Ryan Reynolds attempting to take control of an entire franchise at Baldoni's expense? This is one of the most shocking Hollywood scandals of the decade. Before the lawsuits, before the courtroom drama, before careers were on the line, it all started with It Ends With Us. The movie is based on Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, which tells the emotional and heartbreaking story of Lily, a woman trapped in an abusive marriage. The novel was praised for its raw, gut-wrenching portrayal of domestic violence, making it a deeply personal and sensitive story for many readers. Justin Baldoni, an actor and director known for his work on socially conscious projects, secured the rights to direct and produce the adaptation through Wayfarer Studios. Blake Lively was cast as the lead, and at first, it seemed like the perfect choice. An A-list actress attached to a beloved novel with a passionate fan base. But behind the scenes, tensions were already building. Blake Lively wasn't just the lead actress, she also secured an executive producer credit. While an executive producer credit is often honorary for actors, Lively took it to another level, reportedly making major creative decisions without consulting the studio. Sources from the set revealed that Lively began acting like she was the director, rewriting scenes and demanding control over the film's visuals, tone, and marketing strategy. And that's where the first major controversy began. Rather than treating the film as a serious drama about domestic abuse, Lively marketed it as a lighthearted romance. Instead of focusing on the film's raw, emotional themes, she used her promotional appearances to promote her own brands, her hair care line, alcohol brand, and designer jeans. Fans were outraged. Domestic violence survivors felt insulted. The internet exploded with backlash, with many calling her approach tone-deaf and disrespectful. But instead of acknowledging the criticism, Lively did something that made things even worse. Rather than apologizing, she dismissed fan concerns and continued to push her personal brand. This led to a PR nightmare that completely overshadowed the film's release, and it wouldn't be long before things escalated into a full-blown legal battle. As the backlash intensified, tensions behind the scenes were boiling over. And that's when Blake Lively dropped a legal bombshell, suing Justin Baldoni for $250 million. In her lawsuit, Lively claimed that Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios created a toxic work environment and subjected her to serious misconduct during the film's production. She accused Baldoni's team of launching a smear campaign to ruin her reputation. Her legal team alleged that Baldoni intentionally mismanaged the production to damage her career and sabotage the film's success. But Baldoni wasn't going down without a fight. In response, Baldoni fired back with a massive $400 million counter-lawsuit, arguing that Lively was the one sabotaging him, not the other way around. She used false misconduct allegations to take control of the film. She and Ryan Reynolds had been planning to steal the film rights for the sequel, It Starts With Us, by forcing Baldoni out of the franchise. His legal team released evidence that completely contradicted Lively's claims, and this is where things took a shocking turn. Now, if Lively thought she could win this case easily, she was gravely mistaken. Because Baldoni's legal team came fully armed with receipts, and what they revealed in court completely dismantled Lively's claims. Emails between Lively and Ryan Reynolds allegedly revealed their plan to push Baldoni out and take full creative control over the It Ends With Us franchise. The evidence suggested that they had been working behind the scenes for months, strategizing how to gain full control of the sequel, It Starts With Us. Budget reports revealed that Lively had personally overrun the film's budget by $500,000, making last-minute wardrobe and production changes that were never approved. She threw out the official wardrobe budget and replaced it with her own personal stylist's picks, running costs through the roof. A podcast interview surfaced where Lively admitted to taking control of the film's production, despite not being hired as a writer, editor, or director. With this much hard evidence stacked against her, things were looking very, very bad for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and the court ruling would make things even worse. With all this evidence piling up against Blake Lively, the moment of truth arrived in federal court. Lively's legal team fought hard to keep a lid on the case, filing a desperate request for a gag order. The goal? To silence Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, and prevent more damaging evidence from reaching the public. But in a major setback, the judge refused, meaning Baldoni's legal team could continue exposing receipts, leaked emails, and behind-the-scenes power plays. Then, in another devastating blow, Lively tried to avoid being deposed under oath. She claimed that Friedman had defamed her character and argued that she didn't feel comfortable being questioned by him. But let's be real. When you file a lawsuit in federal court, you don't get to pick and choose who questions you. And the judge? He wasn't buying it. He flat out denied her request, making it clear that if she wanted to keep fighting this case, she had to face the hard questions, whether she liked it or not. Lively tried to silence Baldoni's team, but the judge ruled that the public has the right to access legal documents. This means that more leaked information could still surface, making it even harder for Lively to control the narrative. Lively wanted to avoid being questioned in court, claiming Baldoni's lawyer was biased against her. But the judge reminded her that in federal law, plaintiffs don't get to dictate who questions them. The ruling ensured that she would be grilled under oath on record for the world to see. With the courtroom turning against her, Lively's case was falling apart before her eyes. And Baldoni, he was walking away with a massive legal victory. One of the biggest bombshells came when Baldoni's team revealed that Lively had secretly taken an unfinished cut of the movie and screened it without permission. She snuck it onto a plane and showed it at a major book event, despite warnings from Sony and Wayfarer Studios. In Hollywood, leaking an early cut of a movie is career suicide. It can kill distribution deals, ruin marketing plans, and even lead to lawsuits from investors. Court documents revealed that Lively had Baldoni's name removed from promotional posters and marketing materials. In Hollywood, the director is usually the face of the film, but Baldoni was shut out of red carpets, interviews, and press junkets. He was even forced to leave the red carpet early, while Lively took full credit for the film. She didn't just want to be the star, she wanted full control. And when Baldoni wouldn't hand it over, she tried to erase him from the project completely. One of the most damning revelations came from digital metadata found in legal documents. Evidence suggested that Lively had been working with the New York Times months before filing her lawsuit, strategizing how to take Baldoni down publicly. This wasn't just a lawsuit, it was an orchestrated PR attack designed to destroy Baldoni's reputation. Industry insiders say this scandal could permanently damage Lively's reputation. The film industry is all about trust, and after this courtroom battle, Lively is being labeled as a manipulator, a PR opportunist, and someone who played the victim while trying to ruin someone else's career. For studios, Lively is now a high-risk actress, meaning directors and producers might hesitate to cast her in future films. Although Ryan Reynolds wasn't a direct party in the lawsuit, his involvement with Lively's alleged power play could hurt his standing in Hollywood. Investors and studios want stability, not stars caught up in messy legal battles. Some insiders believe that Reynolds will have to publicly distance himself from Lively if he wants to keep his career intact. Hollywood is a place where careers rise and fall overnight. One day, you're a beloved A-lister. The next, you're blacklisted from the industry. And for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, this legal battle could be the tipping point that changes everything. But what do you think? Did Blake Lively go too far? Was this a power move gone wrong? Or is she being unfairly targeted? Do you think Hollywood will ever forgive her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.